family and I, we decided to have an unofficial cookie bake-off.
You mean last year, right?
Last year. Yep, last year. And so Sadie didn't know that, but I made some cookies, and then I took the cookies that she gave me, and I made an unofficial competition with a few people to see which ones were better. And then, you know, I never had any intention of telling Sadie, but then, you know, you found out about it.
I found out because you told me.
So now here we are, and it's official.
Close your eyes so you don't know who's the tooth. Okay. Is the film?
That's the best one, huh? Now try the other one.
So it's a tie right now. We've got 1 and 1.
Interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Taste the difference.
Let's not talk about spices. So what is your secret ingredient?
Mine?
I mean, besides love, because my secret ingredient
I
is
can't
love.
tell you. So this recipe has been handed down from years. It's got to be louder. From years of the Mead family cookie recipe. And so this was given to me by my mom, which was passed down to her. So I can't give away any secrets, Sadie.
Okay, this recipe has also been passed down through family generations, and sometimes it shows up in wedding cards when somebody is married into the family.
Someone could have my recipe, but it's all about the process for me. So
Okay.
how you do it.
And do you feel pretty confident about your process in this moment right now?
I do. The dough is a little firmer than I would like, so I'm having to warm it up a little bit.
I'm dying. He's gonna be here till like 4 p.m. You're gonna be done in 10 minutes. I'm like 75 cookies. That's no big deal.
Sadie might be gone and out of here, and I might still be cooking, but you know what?
I will help you.
The final say is not how fast the cookies are made, but it's the final product.
That's what slow people always say.
So I'm not in any hurry. I may have done a trial run without Sadie knowing, so that I boosted my confidence from last year.
Okay. Well, I may have. This is probably over 1,000 cookies of this recipe I've made this year. So, because this is the recipe we use
for your family.
in the bakery.
Okay. Well, I had made about 45 cookies this year with this recipe, and I tested them on our Spanish service on Saturday nights.
Oh, did they
I
like
got
them?
good reviews. Yep.
Good.
And one student even remembered that 2 years ago I made the same cookies, and he hadn't been back to church since then, and he remembered the Christmas cookies.
And so now he's going to start coming to church based on your sugar cookies. We are changing lives.
He hasn't been back since.
Why you haven't made a single cookie?
I'm not.
We are counting on all of you Ridgekids kids to be here this Sunday, because no matter what Randy or I think, it depends on your guys' opinion.
And Sadie just moves faster in life, so that's why.
It's because I'm 43. I've had years of pacing.
That's why.
Okay, girls, how many cookies are on that sheet?
You like play things and fast forward. That's how you look like you're working. It really looks like we slow motion now.
Has anyone ever seen the movie Elf?
48?
before?
Yeah, because there's 8 in a row, and then 8 times 3 is 24, 24 plus 24 is 48.
Perfect. Okay, so there's our first tray. Don't be thrown off that you're going to have an advantage because I did stars and Randy's doing trees, because we're going to switch our cutters. So you won't know whose recipe is with what.
See, that's why it takes time right there. Come with that.
You don't think that that's perfection? We had to do our cookies at the church kitchen, and we had to use the same oven. So we are both at the disadvantage of an oven we've never used before.
Daddy, I can help you.
So I am nervous about how the oven will perform.
And I'm not nervous.
Okay, so you went on this whole thing about sharpening your axe. But you're not nervous about the oven.
Daddy, you made 5 and Sadie's made 48.
For me, the oven
48,
temperature
52.
is not of any concern.
Wait,
Don't
just switch to trees.
I do. I'm waiting for Randy to get down.
Want to go grab lunch?
I'm gonna take a lunch break and then we will go grab. Then I should be in the street. Yes.
After college, I thought about starting my own construction business, but after doing that for a while, I realized that I work at a slow pace, so that probably wouldn't be helpful.
So
I did make
the
3
frosted.
batches,
Then we will also make. I made 4 batches.
and this is not my. This is the last batch I made, and so it was my
It's
least-
good
it
dough.
was
The
not my
dough tastes
favorite.
fantastic.
It was not my favorite though.
Oh, out of all batches.
Yeah, because I lost track a little bit of the measurement size, so I had to add some extra flour. So something I
Completely threw me
realized
off.
after perfecting this recipe for years is that for me it's all about the thickness and the length of cook time.
Yes. You know what, Randy? I absolutely agree with that. It's important to make sure that you have a nice thick cookie with a good consistency, and then that you bake them to perfection. So we'll see. That's what I'm worried about with the ovens. Is how is the airflow in the oven? Is it going to cook our sheets consistently, or are we going to burn the edges on the outside? We'll
So
see.
anyone out there wanting to get into this competition, the key to sugar cookies is not necessarily the dough. The dough is really important, but it's how long you cook it. And something I found with amateur sugar cookie bakers is that they make the cookies too thin and then they cook them too long.
Yes.
And then that ruins the sugar cookie, personally.
Contrary to popular belief, your sugar cookie should not be crispy.
Instead of a crispy sugar cookie, I would remind me like a small piece of cake.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I agree. So, a lot of people think, oh, you love bakery food because it's sweet, sugary, and delicious. If the texture is terrible, it's not worth eating. Like, part of the enjoyment. So that's why, like, when I had COVID and I couldn't taste very well, I still ate a whole cake because the texture was so beautiful.
Yeah. You see a slight difference in our mixtures that may, once someone's had it, that would be a telling sign. But
Yes. So as we're looking at each other's dough, we can definitely tell a difference just in the color and texture of the dough. But we're not gonna let you know what those are because we don't want you to have a disadvantage. Like all of you kids who love Pastor Randy more than me, I'm not willing to take that chance. So I hope you guys can still pay attention in church this weekend while you're dealing with all the cookie fun.
And if this goes well, we may extend this on to the senior adults for next year. They would also be fun.
Oh,
too.
yes. Well, man, I don't know if I'm at a caliber to make cookies and have senior adults judge them
Okay.
because they have so much experience with delicious baked stuff.
Okay, so this is the star cookie.
It's one of the star cookies from somebody.
And it's very yummy. This is a tree cookie. And
They taste identical.
so I'm
Maybe
sure
we
they're
mixed
both,
up.
I'm
They
sure
might
they're
be
from
the
the same person.
So, in all honesty, I've never had one of Randy's cookies.
You want to try one?
I do want to try it. Yes.
You have to.
There's your competition.
Okay, here's the competition cookie. That is a classic, delicious sugar cookie. It is classic. It's classic sugar. That's really good. Both textures are phenomenal.
Pretty similar.
Textures are fantastic. No, they're different, but they're both phenomenal.
They're both yummy.
Oh man, with frosting on it, the
Frosting does
cookie
make a difference.
is a tool to get the frosting into your mouth. But with the wrong texture,
Yeah.
your cookie can ruin the frosting.
That's how I feel about ranch.
You don't want her to cheat. You don't trust her. Okay. That's the point. So you're right. She would have cheated.
Of course I would cheat. Okay. I think I have mixed review. I think I like one cookie butter and one frosting butter.
We haven't had the other frosting. They're both the same frosting.
No.
She was trying to be diplomatic.
You guys, I can't decide.
Which one
You don't have
has
to. You're making our
which one has more love in it?
I think maybe I would
Go with this one?
go with this.
Okay.
But I won.
But I can't tell you who that is on the
You
camera.
can't tell me until Sunday.
Last tray is in the oven. Final product is out. We've had some phenomenal, maybe slightly biased taste testers in during the process. But I think we can both agree that eating cookies side by side with our frosting side by side, there are no losers here. Like, these are good cookies. And like we said, Sunday morning, if you're here, you get to have 2 cookies. But then you have to decide which one you liked better.
That'll be the hard part. Because yeah, it's a close match, and as we were making these cookies, we definitely saw some differences in Sadie and I's style. She definitely came out fast and furious.
I was furious.
No, fast, with a lot of joy. And she was almost done making all of her cookies before I had finished my first batch. So,
Yeah.
you know, but this race is not in speed,
Nope.
so it's going to be, it's in quality.
It is equality. And I'm really excited to see the final outcome. And all of you kids, make sure you're here this Sunday. But next year, we're going to challenge a few more people. So, Randy and I may just team up, do a little decorating competition, and challenge, you know, like Sarah Stewart and Joey and Jessica Yake. Yeah, we're gonna challenge you guys. Throw Jessica Martinez in there. Let's get have a cookie bake off week before Christmas.
Joey, we're coming for you, Joey. We're coming.
Avery, Nathan, yeah, get in here with your cookies. I know you've got some baking skills.
The more the merrier, and everybody likes a good Christmas cookie. And I know we made these with a lot of love, and so, you know, whoever wins, Sadie, I think, like you said, we're all winners the day after Christmas, and we just get to enjoy some cookies.
Yeah, and the diet doesn't start till January 1st, so
Yep.
eat up.
Yep. All right, well, we hope to see you guys, and I'm going to take my last batch of cookies out and just finish up cleaning up there with my frosting. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, next year we hope to see you guys, Joey, Sarah, Jessica,
Tara and
the
Avery.
children's going to even get involved with this, the McClendons, you know, whoever's out there.
Yeah, bring your secret ingredients and let's have a showdown.
All right.
Merry Christmas.